Hi, I'm Helen with Floating Yoga School. This is what I'm calling a hard things flow, inspired by my favorite podcast by Glennon Doyle. And we're gonna do some flow and then what I'm calling some slow in this. So we'll have moments of moving with our breath, moments of holding and building heat, and then moments of slowing down, getting into the deep stretches, the more meditative shapes. We each experience things so differently and we all have our own hard things. So I challenge you today to notice what this brings up, how this feels in your body, and to maybe challenge yourself a little bit more, to do something different. If it's usually hard for you to flow, can you stay with it? If it's hard for you to slow down, can you be present? And always remember that you can do whatever you need for yourself. So if things are hard, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to step back, and it's okay to modify and change. We'll get started today. Sam's with me. We're gonna come all the way down onto our backs. So you can just let yourself melt into your mat, into your space. Really feel yourself supported. It's a lot easier to do hard things when we have a support system around us. And that's why I got my girl here with me. So know that you are supported. Notice how you're feeling in this moment. Any thoughts, any sensations, anything you might be trying to run away from. Can you greet it and meet it with presence and a smile? And then start to lengthen and deepen your breath. You can turn on Ujjayi breath in and out through your nose. Create an audible sensation at the back of your throat. And really start to build some heat in your body. If you'd like to set an intention for this practice, now is a good time. Maybe there's something else hard in your life going on. You're working to tackle. You're working to simply breathe through or to let go of. You can keep your eyes closed or blink them open. Reach your arms above you, take a full body stretch, get really long. Roll your wrists, your ankles, fingers and toes, find some little wiggle and stretch. And then hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze, a little hug. We're gonna take eagle legs, so feet on the ground, knees point up to the sky. Cross your right thigh up and over your left. Like you're sitting in a chair all fancy. You can tuck your toes if you like, you certainly don't have to. Arms reach straight up to the ceiling, breathe in. And then cross your right arm under your left. You can hold opposite shoulders or connect your palms. Take a breath in as you are. As you exhale, draw your elbows and knees together into a little crunch. Does not have to be high. Inhale, extend without touching the ground. Exhale, draw elbows and knees together. Really nice. 3 more. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out to draw it in. Use your breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find that strength. 1 more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Uncross your arms and your legs. Bring your hands by your sides. Set up for a simple bridge pose. Does not have to be high. Press through your feet. Lift your hips. Send breath into your belly. Stretch it out. 1 more breath in. And then slowly roll down as you exhale. We'll take that same thing to the other side. So eagle legs, left leg on top this time. Arms to the ceiling. Take your left arm below your right. Find opposite shoulders or connect your palms. Breathe in. Elbows to knees as you breathe out. Really nice. 4 more. Inhale. And exhale. Find your rhythm of breath. Faster or slower, but notice what's hard for you and try to stay in that space. For me, it's hard to count. I think we have 1 more. Breathe in and breathe out. Unwind. Find again that little bridge pose, creating length and space. Filling up the front side of your body. Let your belly be soft. One more inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Hands behind your legs, hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll up to a boat pose. So 2 or 3 times, get a little bit of movement, a little momentum. And then find that balance. Hover your shins. You can take your hands behind your legs, maybe arms wide. If you want a little bit more, arms to the sky, lift your heart. Smile here. I know it's annoying when I say this, but still do it. I promise it helps to smile, to breathe. One more inhale. And exhale, release your feet down. Hands behind you, a little bit wider than hip distance, and you can always press into your palms for this. As you inhale, lift your hips or reverse tabletop. Maybe it's as high as your shoulders, maybe not. As you exhale, tap your butt to the ground, or see if you can swing your butt between your hands, hollow out your belly and lift. Twice more. Breathe in to lift. Breathe out to lower, or hover lift back there. Nice, one more. Lower your bum down and make your way to hands and knees, tabletop position. So our yoga practice is, of course, not just about the physical. Feel free to move around here. Find some movements or shapes that feel intuitive, a child's pose, a cow and cat. But it's through the physical challenges that we can meet the mental challenges and other aspects of our life. So what you do here is maybe what you do in other places. And then allow for some stillness. Draw your knees together to touch. Extend your right leg straight back behind you like you're stamping your foot into a wall. Left arm out in front and hold. Just breathe. Strong core, long spine, steady breath. One more. And lower down. Other side, left leg back. Right arm forward. For me, a hard thing to do is to do less. I like to fill my day with stuff, fill my practice with all the options and variations. So the slowing down, the holding, the simply being can be really challenging. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog, hands a little bit forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Make that upside down V shape, and then feel free to move around here, a little pedal or sway. Next inhale, bend your knees, look forward to your hands. Exhale, make your way to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins, heart forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold, relax your head and neck. Inhale, rise to standing, arms sweep high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Reach overhead, breathe in. Interlace your fingers as you exhale, flip your palms up to the sky. Take a breath in here. Exhale, lean up and over to your right, send your hips left. And you can stay just like that, or you can bend your knees, draw a big circle with your hands, take it all the way around, back to center. And then to the other side, hands up and over to your left, hips to your right, stay, or again, that big circle. Release your grip, hands high, breathe in. Forward folds, breathe out. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, hands down, step back, high plank, upper push-up, and just hold. Find your strength, and maybe your strength is in knowing when you need to drop your knees, when you're over this, when this isn't serving you, when this is creating pain. Or maybe if you're lazy like me and you'd rather sit on the couch, it's knowing that it's good to stay here. Feel the shakes, the burn. Next, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, come all the way to your belly. So maybe you drop your knees or you lower slowly. Baby Cobra, hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your heart, breathe in. And exhale, lower. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Child's pose, hips to heels. Press yourself back. Knees can be wide or together. Relax your forehead down. You can keep your hands out in front or wrap them around. You can always come into a seat or a different shape if you prefer. Next inhale, tabletop to downward facing dog. Come back to that upside down V shape. Bend your knees, breathe in, look forward. Step, hop, float, top of your space. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach high. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, palms together in front of your heart. Shift your weight to your left foot. We're going to take a one-legged Tadasana with hands to heart. Right knee raises. Breathe in. Stay as you breathe out. Steady eyes, steady breath, nice tall spine. One more inhale. Exhale to a warrior three. Send your foot back, your heart forward. So it doesn't have to be your deepest warrior three. I'm usually not parallel to the ground, but really press back through your right leg, toes point down. Squeeze your inner thighs, lift your core, lift your heart. Find that challenge here. Deep breath in. Step back to a high crescent lunge as you exhale. Arms reach up. When you're ready, take your time. Make your adjustments and settle in. So we're going to take a little flow here. For me, it's going to be challenging to my balance. It might be to you as well. So breathe in. As you exhale, you're going to lean your chest forward, fly your arms back, and start to straighten out your left leg. I think I stole this from you, Sam. We'll take this twice more. Inhale, bend your knee, reach your arms high. Exhale, lean, fly, straighten out your front leg. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Come back to your high crescent lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, right hand to the ground, left arm high for a twist. Wring out your spine, lift your hand. Take a deep breath in. Your version of side plank as you exhale, either on your right knee, right forearm, outer edge of your right foot, right hand down, lots of options. Lift your hips. Find your breath. Big inhale. We're going to transition to a forearm plank on your left. So as you exhale, left forearm comes down. Shift it to the other side. Nice. Find your breath. Once more, a sense of lift. And then exhale, lower right forearm down. Drop your hips for a Sphinx Pose. Knees down, hips down. Gently pull your heart forward. Try to release some of the tension our shoulders like to hold. Nice deep breath in. Child's pose as you exhale, press it back. Another thing that helps when I'm doing hard things is to wear bright colors. That's my bright yellow today. To do something special for myself. Maybe it's getting a little treat. I love a latte. Maybe it's taking care of yourself, a little extra hair or makeup or whatever makes you feel like yourself. One more breath. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, breathe in, look to your hands. Step, hop, float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, release it up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Gather up all the good energy to help you. Exhale, draw it down to your heart space. Weight into your right foot. This time your left knee lifts. Find that one-legged Tadasana. It helps if your eyes are steady and stable. You've got that focus. Your breath is with you. And it's okay if you fall out. One more inhale. Warrior three, exhale, foot back, heart forward. Notice where you can engage strength, your muscular strength, your determination. Notice where you can release, where you're gripping or holding on. Maybe that's making things even harder. One more inhale. Exhale, big step back. Make your way into that high crescent lunge. Adjusting always to fit your own body. We're all different and experience things differently. Breathe in. We'll take that flow. As you exhale, lean forward, sweep your arms back. Start to straighten out your right leg. Twice more. Inhale to bend. Reach your arms up. Exhale, it's like a bow forward and humbling and honoring. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Inhale back to that high crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm sweeps high for your twist. Strong through your legs, relax your shoulders out of your ears, find space somewhere. Deep inhale. Your side plank as you exhale. And sometimes the transitions are the most awkward or toughest parts in yoga and in life. Let them be awkward and messy. No one's watching you. And if they're judging you, it's more about themselves than about you. One more big breath in. Into that forearm plank. As you exhale, right forearm down. Or forearm side plank, I should say. Yep, switching sides. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, Sphinx Pose. Both forearms down, knees down, hips down. Imagine pulling your heart forward. Breathe in. As you exhale, just come onto your belly, elbows wide, stack your hands, rest your forehead. If you'd prefer your hands by your side, your head to one side, you can take a different shape. Little moments to pause, to reflect, and to notice what's happening right now. Make your way back to a downward facing dog. Take your time, press it up and back. Nice deep inhale through your nose. Flutter your lips, let it out like a horse. Once more, breathe in. Flutter it out. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, find your way to your forward fold. Lift halfway, breathe in. Folds, breathe out. Rise all the way up, reach up. Palms together in front of your heart. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot up for tree pose. So right foot can come to your ankle, your calf, your thigh. You choose your hard today. Maybe it's doing less, maybe it's doing more. And then I'll challenge you wherever your feet are to start to grow your branches and create a sense of instability. Notice what that does to you, what happens. Can you kind of go with the flow and move with it, fall out of it, laugh, make it a dance move? Or are you really stuck on it looking or feeling a certain way? Bring your hands back to your heart. Take your right knee forward, breathe in. Exhale, warrior three, foot back. Just one inhale here. Dive forward to standing splits, exhale, hands toward the ground. That might mean you need to bend your left knee a lot, and that's awesome. Feel the stretch. Big inhale. Big exhale. One more breath in. Step your right foot to the back of your mat, breathe out. Drop your right knee. Shimmy your left toes a little bit forward, and find your way into a half split. Shift your weight back. Flex your left toes to the sky. And just allow your chest, your heart space, your head to melt toward your leg. Doesn't mean it has to get close to it or touch it. Doesn't mean that this will feel necessarily good. Use each breath as a chance to create space, to release tension, and to begin again. Begin to rebend into your left knee, walk your hands forward. We'll take this to pigeon, so shimmy your foot over to the right, creating kind of a backward 7 with your legs. If you've got knee stuff, you might prefer to take this on your back, a kind of figure 4 shape, and I'll demonstrate. Otherwise, find a little space like Sam, and then let yourself melt forward. For figure 4, one ankle over the opposite thigh. You can stay with your foot down or hug it in. And for a lot of us, these hip, low back shapes that target those areas can bring up a lot of stuff. Emotions, the chance to think since we're slowing down. So try to really breathe. Try to notice without judgment, simply observe. And give yourself permission to be human. Three more breaths. If you'd like some more time, please stay. Otherwise, walk your hands back in, lift your chest. If you're in a figure four on your back, come back onto hands and knees. We're gonna take right leg up and back to a three-legged dog. You can always meet us in down dog. Open up your hip, bend your knee. Allow a little exploration of movement. Roll your ankle, draw circles with your knee, or if you'd like, flip for wild thing. Left foot falls to the ground behind you. Kind of pivot onto your right foot. Lift your hips. Extend your left arm forward. And then we'll be back in a downward facing dog. Look to your hands, breathe in. Step, hop, floats, top of your space, breathe out. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise up, reach up, hands high. Palms together in front of your heart. Breathe it out. Make all the little adjustments. For me, it's always the clothes. And then we'll take tree pose on the other side. Weight into your right foot, left foot comes up, ankle, calf, thigh. Keep your steady focus. So remember the power of your gaze. You can think of the power of your mind, putting your intention somewhere. Notice how that helps. And then allow for a little instability. Grow your branches, reach your arms up, wobble, shake, dance, fall out. Notice what feels hard to let go, to not do it well, whatever that means to you, or to not be right. And then bring your hands back to your heart. Left knee forward, take a deep breath in like you're taking a big step. And then exhale to warrior three. Foot back, heart forward, one inhale. Standing splits as you exhale. Again, feel free to bend your right knee a lot. Let your head and your neck relax. Your foot may not be very high. Mine's kind of still in a warrior three. Deep breath in. Exhale, step all the way to the back of your space. Drop your left knee, you got it. Right toes a little forward. Shift your weight back, find a half splits. And even if you've got a full splits, if it's comfortable, can you stay right here? Maybe your knee is really bent. Maybe you need to be more upright. We throw a lot of the stuff we don't want to deal with into our back body. So sometimes opening up these places can also create sensation or bring awareness to stuff we don't want to or aren't ready to deal with. You don't have to do all the hard things at once, so take your time. 2 more breaths. And then as you're ready, rebend into your right knee. Make your way into your pigeon pose. Shimmy your foot over to the left a little, making like a number 7 with your legs. Don't worry about the angle, just find what's comfortable for your knee, or come onto your back for that figure 4 shape. So always have the power of that choice. If someone tells you otherwise, see where you can challenge that. Breathe into it. Notice in the stillness and silence what you feel. Let's take one more breath. If you're on your back, come back into that tabletop or a downward facing dog. If you're in your pigeon, begin to walk yourself back up. Tuck your back toes, reach your right leg up and back. Open your hip, bend your knee, allow for some movement, a sense of exploration, maybe a flip for a wild thing. Awesome, and then back to three-legged dog, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Look forward to your hands. We're gonna try a little hop or a step toward a squat, so feet will land outside your wrists. Maybe there's an awkward little froggy hop there. Your malasana. You might be way higher. This might look like more like a chair, or you might need to sit on the ground. Find a butterfly, we'll meet you there. Try to open your chest. Feel your heart shining forward. Try to lift up through the crown of your head. Beautiful, deep breath in. And then exhale, come all the way down to a seat. Feet together, knees wide, near butterfly, cobbler's pose. Lift your heart to breathe in. Hinge forward as you breathe out. Head and neck can relax. If you'd rather do this a little bit more rounded, that's great too. And then slowly lift yourself back up. Extend your right leg out in front. Take your left foot either just inside your right knee or cross it over to the outside. Left hand behind you will find a twist. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, either hug your knee, or if you've got the space, hook your elbow outside your knee and find a twist. Notice if you're leaning back a lot, can you use the strength of your spine to lift up and then twist? And slowly unwind. Extend your left leg long. Right foot inside or outside your left knee. Right hand behind you. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale to hug or hook your left elbow. Feel the length and the space as you breathe in, and then the depth of the twist as you breathe out. Gently unwind, extend both legs out in front, and you might want to scoot back or adjust on your mat. Find some space, breathe in, and then fold over your legs. And I'm going to take a very rounded version with my knees a little soft. We're just going to hold here, let go of holding onto your neck. Breathe into the back line of your body, all the way from your heels up to the back of your head. One more breath. And then slowly lift yourself up. Make your way onto your back. Place your feet on the ground, knees to the sky. Take that bridge pose we did earlier. We'll hold it a little bit longer. Press into your feet, lift your hips. Palms can stay flat, or if you like, you can interlace your fingers. Shimmy your shoulders a little closer together. Try to keep your neck pretty still and your chin away from your chest as much as is possible. One more deep breath in. Release your grip if you're interlaced. Exhale, slowly lower it down. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe there's a rock side to side. That feels good. And then whatever last shapes you'd like before we take our final rest. For me, a happy baby is calling my name. Maybe there's a knock-kneed position, another twist. Think less about what you should be doing or whatever you think you should be doing, and more about what your body is craving. And I myself just had this little thought, doubt, if you will, come into my mind like, oh man, did we do enough hard stuff? But I don't think it needs to be physically hard or look a certain way to be challenging. And hopefully you're able to reflect upon some hard things in your own life or practice how you would approach those when they arise through your breath and through your presence. And then as you feel ready and your sides are even, a final resting shape. Maybe the hardest for some of us, maybe the best for others of us. Wherever you can feel safe, you might prefer to be on your belly or on your side or even come to a seat. Try to avoid the wiggles and the fidgets. Come back to that feeling of being held and supportive. You might even bring to mind those people that help you get through the hard things in your life or those systems that are in place. Let your breath just flow on its own. And bask in this simple beingness, this simple presence. You are more than welcome to always stay here longer. Or if you feel ready, start with little wiggles, fingers, toes, wrists, and ankles. A big stretch, arms over your head. And then however you'd like to come up to a seated position, eyes soft or closed. A little pause there. Thank yourself for taking the time, making the time to move, to breathe, to notice. And I thank you for joining us today and sharing in the hard stuff. We'll bow our heads together in silence to close this practice. Have a lovely rest of your day, and we will see you very soon.